friends. I hope this time we are live. There was some issue with the earlier one, so now I think we've sorted the that problem, and now I think we are in. I think we have people joining us now. So I think Godrej was down because it's rallied a lot already, but I think those numbers are very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if the stock hits an all-time high over the next few days. That I'm pretty sure about. No worries on that front. Okay, so the point I was making before the last stream got hung was that I don't really think this kind of market action can now be classified as healthy. By the way, just look at the just look at the kind of market Nasdaq is. That's amazing. It's up another 0.8%, though Dow is down about 146 points. Now, this is again the point, whole point. When the market was closing, the market was ignoring global cues. The market was ignoring this US market future. The market was ignoring European markets because somehow the market at the back of its mind believed that the Dow future is meaningless. The market in the US will open whatever, but they will surge. That's the kind of hope that the market has right now. It is a bull market, obviously, where everything gets bought. But for my liking, this is now becoming a bit too cocky. That's the word that I use. Today, Bajaj Finance's delivery volumes were 10%. I think this is not healthy. I think the way some of the stocks are now rallying, it's not healthy. And even though I've been calling for, we are now at 200-day moving average, and I think it perhaps won't hurt you to just take some money off. Now the market could make a complete mockery of levels, go to all-time high, and just punish those who stay out. But I mean, this is just crazy. Can the bank nifty test 23,000? Well, anything can happen in the market. This is such a strong market. Who's to say that it won't do that? But my basic premise is very clear. If you've been in the market since say 7,800, 8,000, then you're fine. But if you enter say at 9,500, 9,600, then you book say quarter. If you have been in the market say, since 10,200, 300, you definitely book at least half, and then you see how things move for you, because this market at some point can give you a bit of a jerk. That I think is very clear. Godrej, I think I've made this point. We sort of uh, didn't look at the angle that it had a big rally already yesterday, notwithstanding from the lows it's done up. But it's a good number, and I won't be surprised. And valuations are on its side, so I won't be surprised to see new all-time high. DB's Labs, a lot of you are asking. My belief is very simple. DB's Labs, this consolidation slash correction, whenever it gets over, it will make a new all-time high and it will surge. It's that kind of a stock. It's the best in the breed as far as the pharma sector goes. So I think that view still remains the same. ITC, I think ITC ever since going ex-dividend has corrected a little bit, but once again, it's a strong stock in a bull market of its own, and from wherever it bounces back, it will see a big rally. I think yes, the tomorrow cabinet meet perhaps could be one reason that the STX Nifty is still higher, but again, I don't know. What happens from here on that one. Let me just go through some of the internals first before we take some more queries. The FIIs have bought again in the cash market. There's been some buying. In the F&O market, there's been some unwinding of long positions, not a lot. And if you see, some puts have been taken. So the market got some hedges back, which may not necessarily be the worst thing. But you know what? This is a market running on steroids now. So I look. There's a difference between not buying and shorting. When I say don't buy now, it doesn't mean short this market. This is not a market in which you want to short, because this market can easily make a mockery of levels and go to 11,000, 11,500, 12,000, whatever. So you do not want to short, but definitely you want to be slightly cautious of what's happening with the internals and with the kind of stocks which are sort of rallying. So that I think is definitely something that I I would I would believe. So, what do we have in terms of questions? Let me take some. Uh, Rain industry is zoomed today. Yes, something happened to all these, rain kind of stocks. I don't know what exactly is that. Just buy Reliance and chill. I mean, you can do that. I won't comment on Reliance. You know that very well now. My view on Z Entertainment, I think it's a stock which has seen some bit of a rally. So I don't know. It's a very volatile stock, so not for everyone. Bharti Airtel, I think my view on Bharti Airtel is very simple now. It's going to be a bit of a range bound stock now for some time between 540 to 600. Every time it will go to 540, they will be buying. Every time it will approach 600, they will be selling. The big breakout will happen above 610. The rate at which the promoter sold their stake, once that's taken out, it will have a big rally. But till then, it's a 540 to 600 kind of a range bound stock. That's the sense that I have. ICICI at 345. I think ICICI broke out today and it's underperformed. I think you got a great entry. All you need to do is now just trail your stop, and I think just make previous days do a stop. Bharati, why is coming down? I think I've explained many times in the past why is Bharati coming down. I think if you search by by Market Mantra by Anuj Singhal, there was one topic that I discussed the difference between the block deals of Bharati, Hindustan Unilever, and there was one more. I think I had explained very clearly over there that for some time now Bharati would have 600 to 610 as some kind of a top. Please give outlook for next day before 3 p.m. How can I do that? How can I do that, Sarika, before 3 p.m.? Because th- at 3 p.m., I'm looking at the market at 3:30. So next day's outlook at 3 p.m. is very tough because we don't have internals as well. So Tata Consumer has come on my top 10 list many times now. You would have noticed it's a stock which is now at a new high. It's a bull market stock, and just yeah, I mean Godrej Consumer, I think you should hold because definitely it's a good number. I think today what you had was market positioning, but otherwise I think it's a company where the valuations are also in your favor. So perhaps it will move up. Chemical sector, I think my sister channel is breaking some story. I do not know, whether that will happen or not. But obviously tomorrow the stocks will be in focus and they will surge. So let's see. PVR, I think PVR is a tough one right now because the only issue with PVR right now is that this is really going to be a business which is going to be the last to take off. And but whenever it does take off, the key is survival for PVR. All the fixed costs, interest expenses, everything. So they're doing a rights issue. Key is survival. They have to survive till the COVID problem sorts itself out, and then perhaps I think things could move out. Uh, how do I identify daily breakouts? Well, I keep some stocks on my radar. I cannot track all the stocks, and I keep observing them. And when there's breakout, I do mention them. Uh, I yeah, that's a tough one. I don't remember the office now. I have a vague memory of the office. The last I went to office was on what date was it? 14th of March, somewhere in the middle of March. So it's been now almost 4 months that I've gone to office. I'm enjoying, by the way, working from home. So if I could, I would forever work from home. Obviously, that's not possible, but that is a new reality. So today we will. Okay, where do you list my top 10 stocks? I put my top 10 stocks on the channel. I do not put it on Telegram channel because it's not a crystal clear green or red. If there is, next time I will put it on the channel on the Telegram channel as well. But I put it at 8:10 on CNBC TV18. That's where I normally put all the channels. Which one was it? Yeah, India's started to outperform massively. I think that is clearly there. HDFC Live, I think I had given my view earlier from 500 to 570. It's been a massive move. Page Industries, I think it's still a very expensive stock. So I don't know if you want to take that kind of a bet. Hexaware, I think, is a strong stock, and I think the delisting will happen at a much higher price, or should happen at a much higher price. So I think that's a stock which perhaps even from these levels should do well. That's my basic sense. Uh, so by the way, the point I was making, I mean, if you see, for example, the delivery volume of some stocks like a Bajaj Finance, it was 8%. 8% delivery volumes in Bajaj Finance. I think it's just now reached manic proportions. Uh, some of these stocks just. By the way, the Equitas is an F&O ban today, which is interesting. Hale still remains an F&O ban. Sale is out of F&O ban. That could be an interesting stock tomorrow. So let's see how things move tomorrow. Thank you so much, and good night. Of course, we are ending right at the time when we have more than 1,000 people live watching. So thank you so much for all your good wishes. Sorry today I can't give much time, but we will keep our longer sessions on Sundays. That's a promise. For now, thank you so much. We'll connect with you tomorrow, first in the morning on channel and Telegram, and then in the evening on YouTube. Thank you so much.